Hi. So once again, I'm here with my new thought sharing video, which is related to internal audit. Internal audit is important for all kind of industries who is having any kind of management system for his organizations. But important is how this internal audit can give some kind of contribution in organization growth. So in this video, we will understand this internal audit process, how we can improve on this internal audit process. So internal audit process, basically my topic is related to quality management system audit. This internal audit, basically in industries, normally people are using the quality management system audit or management system audit. But in automotive companies, there are three kind of internal audits. One is the quality management system audit. The second is manufacturing process audit. The third is product audit. So I hope all those people who is working in automotive companies, they understand these three kinds of audit. But normally the companies who is only the ISO 9001 certified, they people may aware about internal audit because that is only the quality management system audit. This video is totally for the quality management system audit. Now, important is before proceeding further, we have to understand what is system and what is audit. System, the definition of the system, it is given in this video, that is set of interrelated or interacting elements or activities. Means there are lot of small processes. When these processes interact with each other, then we got some desired output. So that's why it is important to get the desired output. We have to create a small activity and create some interlinkages between them. And audit, basically audit is a systematic, independent and documented process for obtaining objective evidences and evaluating it objectively to determine the extent to which the audit criteria are fulfilled. Basically, audit is a systematic process and systematic process to take the objective evidence, whether it is the process is meeting the intent of that process or not. That is the audit criteria. Now, come to the next process, that is quality management system audit activities. So normally we people are doing the quality management system audit for your organizations. But important is in that audit, what actually you people are doing. You people are just taking the procedure or SOP and just verifying the things. But that is not the intent of this internal audit. Internal audit, so before proceeding the internal audit, it is important to understand the customer expectation and the management expectation from this quality management system. Customer expectation could be zero defect. Customer uh, expectation could be zero customer complaint and no failures in the process are related to service. The failure could be related to the service, related to the product quality and related to the deliveries. So that's why it is important. And for management expectation, to achieve the business objectives. So each and every management is having their own business objectives. So before proceeding for the internal audit, it is important to understand the customer expectation and the management expectation. The second thing is related to the intended outcome of this quality management system. So this your management will understand the quality management system and they can clear, or they can tell you about the intended outcome of this quality management system. Now, important is, before proceeding for the internal audit, it is also important to understand the interaction of these processes. Because if we don't understand the interaction of these processes, we could not identify the effectiveness of these interactions, which is very important for an organization. Most of the time, the problems are related to these issues. Now, important is, during the internal audit, what we have to do. So, basically, important is, when we are in the process for reviewing any kind of document, and when we interact with the process owners, we have to think about the establishment, whatever the SOP they have maintained, whatever the work standard, whatever the work instructions they have made, really it is aligned with ISO 9001 requirement or IATA 16949 requirement, or sometimes some customer is also having some customer specific requirement. So really all these standards, whatever the SOP you have prepared, all these standards you have take into the consideration or not. So basically during the internal audit, it is first phase for the internal audit to check the adequacy of the documents, which is called establishment. Whatever the system they have established, really that system is according to the ISO 9001 standard, IATA 16949 standard, or customer expectation or management expectations. So this is the first phase. The second phase, if the things are established properly, then we have to go to check the implementation phase. So whatever the intent, whatever the requirement you have mentioned in your SOP, work instructions, or any other document, really people are aware about that, and people are really understand the implementation mode, and what is the basically implementation phase, and what kind of control the people are having to ensure implementation are in place. The third thing is sustainability. So normally in industry, sustainability is the main question mark. So as a auditor, this is our responsibility to check whether all the processes are really sustainable. So we have to understand the competence of the people, we have to check the implementation phase, and we have to see the documents and records. So by verifying all those kind of things, you can take a judgment for the sustainability. And during this internal audit process, it might possible that there may be some area for further improvements where organization can improve or individual process can improve. This improvement could be related to the process, related to the interaction, related to the responsibility, and related to the documentation and records. So as a auditor, it is important to check the establishment, whether the establishment are proper, okay or not. As an internal auditor, it is also important to check the implementation. As an internal auditor, it is also important to check the sustainability. And when you will be in the phase of verifying all these three things, then there are possibility to identify the further improvement which could be useful for your organization. So as an internal auditor, I hope you will take care of all such kind of things, and such kind of practices can improve your internal auditor competence as well as your organization performance. I hope this video will be useful for you and your organization. If you think this video is really suitable or useful for your company, you can share this video to your friends, to your colleagues, and to your management or any other people. So thank you, and thank you very much.